on these Green Isles have been welcomed, have lived peacefully, nestled not far from here in the city of London, standing prominently for 3 centuries, is Bevis Mark Synagogue. The same benches, the same candelabras, the same pulpit, the same building, the same bricks that were laid by its predecessors 300 years ago. It stands prominently, the oldest synagogue that has been continuously used. Doors have not closed for 3 centuries. This country, we must not allow not words, not whispers of anti-Semitism on these shores. Not this island, not this country, not this place. We are British Jews. We hold a mantle high that runs far. It runs back. It is on our shoulders. And what we forget sometimes, and what we often do not like to think about sometimes on the day after Passover, the festival of our freedom, is that oftentimes freedom comes at the cost of security. Why? Because freedom means that we take responsibility for our own lives. We bear it squarely on our shoulders. We will forfeit at times the security that others will give us, that others will promise us, that others will offer us in exchange for our own identity, our own lives, and our own greatness. We will not do it. We have never done it. It doesn't happen. My friends, my brothers and sisters, as you've heard many times today, standing still, standing silent, allows for evil, allows for hatred to proliferate. We are standing here, and so I'm preaching to the choir. But sometimes you have to preach to the choir. And sometimes the choir needs to go out and speak to everyone in the pews and tell them, encourage them, motivate them. This is not the time to be silent. This is not the time to stand still and say, someone else will take care. No one else will take care if we do not take care. I don't want to take time. We're standing in the rain. But as the Pasuk says, and you'll forgive me because I'm a rabbi, so I'm quoting scripture. As the Pasuk says, Bet Elohim nehalech beragesh. We shall walk to the house of God in feeling. Beragesh, the Hachamim say, is an acronym. Ragesh is ruach, we will walk in the wind. Gimal is geshem, we will walk in the rain. Sheleg, we will walk in the snow. We will walk in all conditions. We will walk in all conditions and hold our heads high as the people of Israel, as the Jewish people that have been on this planet, speaking our names, holding our heads high for 4 millennia. And we will not stop, and we will not be silent. My brothers and sisters, you will hear from my accent that I come to you from across the sea. There is a country across the sea. Like it or not, however it is that it came about, it is an offshoot of this country. The seeds of the United States of America were culled in the soil of these Green Islands. There are 3 words that I bring to you from across the sea. There are 3 words that I mentioned in the last rally. There are 3 words that rest in the mind of every American citizen. There are 3 words that I offer and bring back to the mother country that we must hold in our minds together. We must hold our hands across the sea, and to every great Jewish community in this world, we must lead and we must remember 3 words: we the people. If it is not we the people, it is no one. It will not happen. The government will not give you your freedom. You, I, we give us our freedom. We must fight for it. We must stand for it as we always have throughout all of time. We cannot be silent. Go from here. Go from here, not home, back to the sofa and say, well, I had that rally and it was nice. Go from here and say, that is our first step. It is our first step, not our final step. It is our first step forward to insist, not on this island, not in this country. We will lead. We will insist that we will live here freely, strongly, with our heads held high, with our names spoken as they always have been. We will live our lives and contribute to this great country as we have for the last 3 centuries. We will contribute, and we will stand proud as Jewish people along with our brothers and sisters, the non-Jewish people who are here standing with us today. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for caring. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you. It is time. It is time. The world is reeling. If you are like me and you watch the news and you wake up in the morning and see your Twitter feed or your paper or however it is that you get it in all ways anyways, you know that the world is reeling. It is time to speak. It is time to stand. It is time to fight for our freedom, for our strength, and for our peace. Hatred no more. Hazaku Baruch.